Pari, 5 homes were selected to get beautified thanks to the help of nearly 50 volunteers. Residents of Rockford's historic Midtown District are excited that their homes will add to the curb appeal of their neighborhoods. There's nothing like waking up to the sweet sound of power drills hard at work.
I am getting a new porch today.
I am getting a new porch and deck.
Especially when that work is being done on your own house. Rockford Midtown District residents seeing the fruits of their labor as they build new additions to their homes. However, the job couldn't be done without the charitable donations of nearly 50 volunteers.
So the Midtown District, they are doing an awesome job really building this place back up, making the business block beautiful again. So what we're trying to do today is also make it beautiful for our homeowners.
Habitat for Humanity, Thrive It Financial, and the Swedish American Foundation, among others, hosting the 2nd annual Midtown Community Workday. They awarded $2,500 grants to 6 Midtown residents to help improve their homes.
I think what we want this neighborhood to know is that we're invested in them and that we care about them and that for years to come, we're going to continue to do this workday.
Phyllis Churchill is one of those special residents. Volunteers are helping her install a new porch and deck. She says without their help, she couldn't have afforded it on her own. She says the new additions will add to her neighborhood's curb appeal.
If it looks good, people are going around here, people are going to want to live here, and they'll take more pride. You know, other homeowners will want to do what needs to be done.
Mariah Anist is also getting a new porch installed. She believes work like this is a crucial step to revitalizing an area of Rockford that is rich in history.
I just love seeing the growth in Rockford, seeing the area that's not necessarily the nicest area of town coming up and people coming to this area and wanting to live here and visit.
All projects were completed this afternoon. Organizers hope to continue the project annually and work on a larger number of homes. Erica, maybe to be honest, it hasn't. As you can see behind me, there's a good amount of foot traffic. It's not as much as there usually would be on a hotter summer day, but the sun has been sneaking out for the past couple of hours, so people have been making their way down here. But the same can't be said for a lot of the public pools. Now, all Rockford Park District pools were closed today due to the colder temperatures. I took a trip to Magic Waters where the gates were closed and no one was to be found. Despite being unable to go for a dip, residents have been saying to me that the weather today is perfect for walking. As long as the rain stays away, which it has, owner of a brand new business here in downtown Rockford called Little White Mercantile, Eleanor Borsman, feels the same.
This is awesome. It's when Rockford comes alive. It almost feels like a real city, real people, real businesses going on. It's pretty exciting.
Erica, maybe also some good news. The Rock River is now open, but that no wake order is still in effect. In addition to what's going on behind me here at City Market, Shop the Block is going to be going on here on East State Street. That's for local businesses to show their products for a discount. So if you want to see other local businesses other than the ones behind me, now's your chance. Live down here in downtown Rockford, I'm Greg Cormier. Erica, Mimi, back to you. At first glance, the unoccupied Amarok building is a major eyesore in downtown Rockford. The building has laid vacant for years. However, Gorman & Company is aiming to make the space a sprawling Embassy Suites hotel on Rockford's riverfront. This video from Gorman shows the desired layout and the look of the space. Rockford Area Convention and Visitors Bureau CEO John Groh believes it will be a major benefit to the city.
This is, I think, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, certainly a once-in-a-generation opportunity to move a major initiative forward that would be transformational, not just for downtown, but for the community in ways that I don't think we can yet imagine.
The hotel would include a small conference center, which would involve a $13 million contribution from the city, nearly $20 million after interest, something Alderman Vanita Hervey doesn't believe will work in the long run because of the source of that money.
We can't take it all out of the redevelopment fund on the city's part. That means there's no money left in the redevelopment fund for at least a decade for any other projects that we have.
Mary Swick, a 12-year Rockford resident, also believes it won't improve the downtown district.
I really don't think it's going to be that great a success. You look around the airport and you see buildings and hotels that have closed.
Groh, however, believes that in order for the Rockford economy and its downtown to prosper, a hotel and conference center is the key.
We're not going to be able to move our community forward as quickly or as aggressively as we want to and be as successful as we should be without having a marquee hotel property in our downtown like the Embassy Suites project would be.
It's usually not a good sign when this many police officers are at a block party, but this occasion is different. Wednesday night, officers and Rockford residents welcomed the city's first resident officer to Winnebago Street.
As a police officer, I didn't feel the need to move to a different area. I think it's very important to live within the area that you police. It just builds stronger bonds, gives you a different outlook on things.
That special officer is Patrice Turner, who's been a lifelong resident of Rockford. She will be living rent-free in this home on Winnebago Street, provided by the Rockford Housing Authority. She and the department hoping her presence will reduce violent crime in the area.
This is where I lay my head too. You know, we become not only, it doesn't become just officer to resident, we become, neighbor to neighbor, friend to friend. We kind of are in this together, a partnership. So
that dynamic is what Chief Dan O'Shea thinks will lead officers to solving more investigations.
To solve those, you need to have relationships with community members who know who the criminal element are. So part of her job is building relationships, part of her job is developing information to pass on to the investigators.
O'Shea spearheaded a similar program in his past department in Elgin. He's planning on having more officers move to similar high crime areas, all in an effort to build more trust between citizens and law enforcement.
Having that absolute two-way street, open communication, people feel very comfortable coming and talking to her, calling her and talking to her.
Newly elected 9th Ward Alderman Bill Rose fully supports the new initiative.
Whatever we can do to get more officers living back in our community and being that resource for our community, ultimately it's creating a town that is so safe that we don't even have to offer these programs.
People started running from the security section, screaming, "Everybody get down." And that's kind of when everyone started scrambling behind chairs, suitcases, pillars, ticket counters, anything you could fit behind.
Belvedere North grad Courtney Gray recounting the frantic situation she and her fellow teammates of the University of Vermont swim team experienced at the Fort Lauderdale airport last Friday.
When we heard people scream, "Get down," at that point in time, we all thought there was a shooter in our terminal.
Gray and her teammates were on their way back from their yearly training trip, waiting for their flight in Terminal 1, when Esteban Santiago started opening fire in Terminal 2. Gray says an unknown loud noise triggered people to frantically run from their terminal onto the tarmac. This video posted by a Vermont NBC affiliate showing them on the move.
When tension's that high and people are that afraid, any kind of a loud noise will trigger a panic. I don't think I knew that there was only one shooter until the next day.
Hours afterward, Gray and her teammates made their way away from the airport and past airport fences. This video was taken to let family and friends know she and her teammates were okay.
I called everybody when I heard there was a shooter and we were safe, just to make sure that they weren't watching the news freaking out.
The following Sunday, Gray and some fellow teammates finally made it back to campus and received rousing support.
The athletic staff was there with signs and whatnot. My mom brought my dog, and my dog was thrilled to see me, even though he had no idea what was going on.
Despite having an incredibly stressful weekend, Gray is thankful for her team in making it out safely.
I couldn't be more proud of our team, making sure that not only us, but everyone around us was safe as well.